I got a good one ready. Season 5. Sorry. Here we go. Season 5, 1988. The gang is getting old. Everyone is growing up and dying. I don't know what else to say.
Do you think it's going to take place in 1988?
Word on the street is that Stranger Things Season 5 might have a time jump.
We are an unusual couple, you know.
Did you know that?
No.
You didn't know that?
Actually, yeah, I figured because of Dustin's hair.
Yeah. There's been like a plethora of Stranger Things news the past week.
When did last season end? 86?
86. Yep. Mm-hmm. Spring of 86.
Halt on the Stranger Things conversation. We have stuff to talk about before that. We're a life updating first.
I didn't know there was an order to these things.
Yeah. We're not going to life update last.
By the way, I have been in a dungeon all day playing Hogwarts Legacy. So if I seem lethargic, I'm trying to...
I don't think
lethargic... She does too.
I don't think lethargic is the word you want to use.
No, it is.
Can I get a definition, please?
Yeah, sure. We should just make a weekly podcast, or a weekly segment where I just teach you
new vocabulary.
Yeah. If I could type, that would be so sick. Sluggish and apathetic.
Can I get a
I
definition?
felt tired and a little lethargic.
Can I get a definition of apathetic, please?
Sure. Showing little or no feeling or interest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been playing Hogwarts Legacy all day.
But no, yeah, it is Sunday, January 14th as of filming this. We've kind of flipped our filming schedule around, which has...
We'll explain in the life updates.
Yeah, it's kind of jolted me a bit.
I've had one of the worst weeks I've had in a long time this week, you guys. So my parents are getting their master bathroom renovated. Like tiles out, carpets out, bathtubs out, toilets out, everything's out. And they're getting a whole bunch of stuff added in.
Out the old, in with the new.
Mm-hmm. And you were singing that to like the tune of Little Mermaid.
I know. I know I was.
And so there's contractors here every day at my house from Monday to Friday from like 9 to 5, pretty much. 9 to 4, we'll say. So that's annoying to deal with, just in general. So that's why it's been weird. We've been filming the podcast on Sundays. We normally film on Tuesdays and then edit and
Silver Chromium Diner.
I didn't say anything that involved
Sunday. That's the name of that song.
Okay, we'll stop it. Because you make me lose my train of thought so badly every time you do it.
I'll go on my phone.
No.
I'm looking up the lyrics to see if I ever have said it right or not, but keep going.
Yeah, so there's people here hammering shit and drilling shit all day, every day, pretty much. So we have moved filming the podcast from Tuesdays, which we normally do it, to Sundays. And kind of stinks. It's pretty much why we used to post our podcast on Mondays. And we stopped doing it because we were sick of filming on the weekends. We don't like filming on the weekends. It's Sunday. I want to relax and watch a show and read a book.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
So that is unfortunate. Could we film the podcast at Chris's house? Yes.
Yeah, but she doesn't like to leave her environment ever.
And also, I just don't want to carry all this shit to your house. Anyways, so there's contractors at my house. That's going to be for like the next 6 weeks, according to them. My dad thinks it's going to be like 10 weeks. But I think he's dramatic. Anyways, Monday, they flooded our living room. My parents' bathroom is right above our living room in our house, and they like didn't notice that they hit a pipe and it just was leaking through the light in our living room onto our carpet and onto our like ottoman and stuff. Thankfully, like our couch and everything is fine. Everything's pretty much dried out now, so I think it's all okay. But it was just a hassle to deal with at the time of Monday. Tuesday, I was a victim of internet online fraud. I got money. Someone hacked into my bank account, stole all my money. So that was unfortunate to deal with. That was the worst day of the week. It was a bad week for Silas's. My dad accidentally washed his phone in our washing machine. Yeah, it was just a week, you guys. It was a week. How was your week, though?
It's pretty good.
Chris had a good week.
Yeah. We got fed with a capital F-E, lowercase d, No, I'm kidding. We got fed by Ross Duffer, by Stranger Things, because they gave us a boatload of behind-the-scenes content for the final season. So I've had my work cut out for me covering that on YouTube, which has been a lot of fun, but I thrive in the Stranger Things environment. It's where I'm the most comfortable, I'm the most fun, and I think they're my best quality videos. So I've been doing that pretty much all week, making videos. Had a great live stream this week. Nick Saban retired as head coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide, which is a massive win for the country, but I think more so Georgia fans than anyone else because he was Kirby Smart's kryptonite. And, yeah, I've been eating cleaner, so it was a good week.
Yeah. I'm real happy for you.
And you did not have one, so I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
And I've been watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia like I love to do. I had gotten away from it. I've gotten through multiple seasons since I've started back up watching it. I'm almost on season 9 now.
Damn.
And some cool things are coming that we'll talk about later.
I rewatched all of Ted Lasso this week, which is nice. It's a feel-good show.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Now we talk about Stranger Things.
What about it?
The news that we got.
I'm aware, yeah. So sorry. We're keeping all this in, but I was saying how long I could hold a pause there without you saying something.
What do you mean?
Because you're always like, it's a podcast. We can have pauses. So I was just going to sit there until as long as possible.
When? Just now?
Yeah, it's fine. It went over your head. All
well,
right.
yeah, because I don't recognize pauses as a bad thing.
Okay, so Stranger Things Season 5. What?
You're just silly. Continue.
We got a lot of news from it. The Ross Duffer has been active on Instagram. We got our first look at three characters.
This is the sign language for 3.
Yeah, this is also what they're
because this is W.
Dry glass. It's from Inglourious Bastards.
You always do a reference that you know I'm not going to know, so I have zero response to it. Move on.
But we did get Stranger Things content.
Yes, we did.
We were fed by it, by Ross Duffer. He's the man, honestly. If you're not following him on social media, you need to. He's the first source for all Stranger Things content. Usually the secondary source is actually the main Stranger Things social media page. But Ross Duffer, I mean, he's been killing it lately. And we got our first look at Robin and Steve.
They look good.
They do.
They look very good.
Yeah, I think that Robin slays as always, but Steve's back at it with the hair. He's rocking, is it?
Red?
And brown, I want to say.
Was it?
I swear it was like a red and brown, but you'll probably claim it's some other color, and I'm colorblind.
No.
I'm pulling it up right now.
His shoes were red. I liked his Nike shoes.
Yeah, he's rocking the Nike and the
Maybe it was
jean
brown.
combo.
I can't remember. Was the main shirt brown and the sleeves were red? Yep. That was
brown
right.
and red.
Look at that.
Yeah, and that's season 5, episode 1, directed by the Duffer Brothers.
Interesting.
We got this picture, Nancy and Jonathan in their chairs, so kind of teasing them. Where are they in this, in your opinion? This photo was posted. It's a picture of Pink Floyd's The Wall movie poster, but if you zoom in, this is really something I found on Twitter. This book right here, if you look it up, its publication date is 1988. I don't know if you've seen that or not.
God damn it,
Its
Duffers.
publication date is 1988.
God damn.
So people have been using that and saying this and that and this and that. And then we get this picture of Gaten Matarazzo as Dustin. And if you look at that photo,
his hair's long.
his hair's a little longer. But honestly,
His ass still has braces, though.
to me, that's not that big of a deal. Like hair growth, it's not like insanely long compared to season 4. I looked at side by side. People are
I
acting
guess.
like his hair is the length of Eddie's. That is not true. He does have a bit of a more curly thing going on in the back. But listen, his shirt
Is ripped
at the neck.
fuck up.
and the graphic, the Hellfire graphic, is very tattered as if it had been through the washer and dryer many a time.
You think he washed the blood out of Eddie's shirt?
Not what I'm getting at all.
Oh.
That's his Hellfire shirt, right?
Why is it all ripped up then?
Because it's old. That's what I'm saying.
I guess, yeah.
People, see, that's a take that I'm going to have to disagree on. Do you think that people online think that he's wearing Eddie's Hellfire
Oh, no, I
shirt?
don't. I think
There are
that
people who do
there's
think
no
that,
way
though.
that he could have washed the blood out of it. And also, hey, how did you get the shirt?
No, what if someone beat his ass and ripped his shirt at the neck?
Wait, that's so
They
sad.
called him a freak and ripped his shirt.
That's
Or
so sad.
it just ripped because it's old.
Because Hellfire ceased to exist.
Yeah, maybe. That's the thing. So, there's more and more evidence to validate a time jump. How do you feel about that? How would you feel if we opened season 5 and we had an episode right after the events of season 4? Like we open on that hillside and then it ends and we have a time jump, kind of Avengers Endgame style, and it was like it's a 2-year time jump. How would you feel?
I think I'd rather the whole season just start with a time jump than have any episode be have a whole episode be right where the last season left off.
Okay.
You know what would be cool is if like they literally just insert the final scene of season 5. I know, of season 4 at the beginning. Mm-hmm. And we see them all standing there.
And then it fades to black.
Nope, it just cuts, exact same shot, and it's just Hawkins destroyed 2 years later still. Just boop. And then 1988, the numbers fade on the screen.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. Time jump, stupid. But also...
Why is it, though? I've kind of warmed up to it.
They kind of need to regroup. They can't go straight back into fighting Vecna. They need to regroup. I'm okay with the time jump. It gives Max time to recuperate.
Mm-hmm. I mean, which, by the way, season 5 filming has begun, and Sadie Sink is there.
Yeah,
like, the whole
she's in that
cast
photo.
and crew are there, or the cast, I should say, the main cast. They were in the photo, and that confirms that she will have a role in this final season.
Yeah, I think if there's a 2-year time jump, that's a long time jump. Longest we've had in the whole show.
Correct.
But I guess like it's fine if they need to regroup, resituate, reconfigure a plan. There has to be enough time for, I guess, Joyce to move back to Hawkins. If that's her plan. Stupid fucking plan you got out of there. You should have stayed out of there.
Know. Yeah, I honestly don't know how it's going to work.
Because they can't be doing the California storyline anymore. They've got to move back.
No, I think that one of two things happen. That book, I don't think that it really matters when it's published. I think that could just be a continuity error. Yeah,
the Duffer Brothers don't really care that much about stuff.
No.
Let's
and also,
keep it
like,
luck.
Yeah, and it doesn't really matter. I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't really care what they do because I have faith in them.
Yeah.
Do you care?
I think...
You don't know. You're just saying that to fill the...
It just depends. It really just depends on how they do it. Like, I'm sure if there is a really long time jump, they'll do a good job. But also, we've never seen the Duffers handle a time jump that big. Mm. So who's to say? I think... I don't know. I do think it's interesting that, what's her name, Vicky, is there in the cast photo. She got bumped up to main cast.
Yeah, and why is Linda Hamilton there? She was cast. She's there, though. I didn't think she was going to have that big of a role.
I think she's going to be a military op.
Yeah, that's what a lot of us think, and I agree. Yeah, Jamie Kimmel Bower's there. Vecna obviously returning. Everyone is there aside from Eduardo Franco, who plays Argyle, and people are like up in arms about this for some reason. They're like deeply upset. I'm like, well, first of all, he could still be in it. He could show up for one ep.
If there is a 2-year time jump, it makes sense that he went back to California.
Correct.
I think it sucks that he didn't get a call like telling him that he's not going to be
Well, we don't know for sure. He just said that.
You know, if, Chris, if what he's saying is true, he didn't get a call at all, the Duffer Brothers just didn't tell him that he's not in it, that's a little shitty. Duffer Brothers have done that before. They like just didn't tell Joseph Quinn that he was going to die. They just like sent him the script and that's how we found out. Even though they'd already been filming like a lot of the show. So I think if he just didn't get a call and so he's just assuming he's not in it, that is a little shitty of the Duffer Brothers, but also like I don't care about Argyle. Sorry. I hate to say it. I didn't care about the California storyline. I didn't care about Argyle. I was mad at the concept of having a season 5 and then being like...
Looking something up real quick.
Then being like, oh, we don't want to add any new characters to season 5. We want to focus on the main characters from like season 1. Like we want to focus back on those main groups of people. And that's why they killed off Eddie, but then they didn't kill Argyle. So I was like, Argyle being in season 5 instead of Eddie makes me mad. Mm-hmm. At the time. And I just don't think Argyle needs to be there. Like he just doesn't fit the vibe of Hawkins. He fit the vibe of California, but Argyle doesn't fit the vibe of Hawkins. So it's fine that he went home. And if there's a 2-year time jump, it totally makes sense that he would have gone back to California.
Well, someone sent me. I agree. It's not that deep.
Yeah, people are
People are like pinpointing
reacting
that scene
badly.
from the end when he's like out and like Jonathan and Nancy are talking.
They're
and
like, "Welcome
back.
to the game."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't have to be there, but so the actor who plays Powell apparently responded to an Instagram comment saying nope. The comment was, "Will you be in Stranger Things season 5?" And he said nope. So I don't know if that's true or not, but the guy's Rob Morgan and he plays, Powell, who became chief just after Hopper died, quote unquote. And he said he's not going to be in it. Now, I don't know if that's him bullshitting. I think it probably is. But also they could simply write him off. They could be like, oh, he got fired. Oh, he got transferred. Oh, he died. Literally anything.
Yeah.
Or Hopper's back, baby, Chief.
Well, he
Jim
is back,
Hopper.
but that wouldn't mean that he leaves. He would just get demoted
That's
back
true.
to where he was.
Do you think that there will be like a moment in the season where he like resumes?
Suits up?
Yeah, like where he like puts on
He
the
might
hat?
not want to be chief again.
Yeah. I don't want it.
Yeah, that's weird that Powell guy says he's not in it.
I don't know. Someone sent me that on Instagram. I didn't do my research on it. Someone like screenshot it. Someone like just in my, requests. And so
Here's my main thing.
Yeah.
When it comes to what's his name, Eduardo, the actor of Argyle.
yes.
When he says in an interview, "I didn't get a call from the Duffer Brothers. No, I'm not in Stranger Things 5." Everyone takes it at face value, and everyone freaks out about it, and everyone says that it's shitty he's not in it, and everyone's mad. Joseph Quinn can multiple times say, "I'm not in Stranger Things 5. I have not received a call from the Duffer Brothers for either being alive or for being in a flashback. I'm not in it. I'm not filming for it. Haven't gotten a call." And no one fucking believes him. And to be fair, yeah, obviously Eddie has a lot more fans than Argyle does, but it's just like anybody could be doing an Andrew Garfield thing.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Well,
and
no,
like,
yeah, they're not going to reveal secrets.
obviously there's somebody in the show that they don't want us to know about because their name was crossed out on that thing.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously it's not going to be Sadie Sink because she's in the photo. So why would you cross it out in the first place?
Yeah, I think they were screwing with us there, Cam. I think that it is either Eddie Munson's name that was crossed out or it was Max Mayfield and they were just being weird.
Yeah, like we don't know anything. So it's just a lot of speculation vibes,
Yeah, now it is worth noting with regard to the photo of Gayton as Dustin.
Mm-hmm.
A paparazzi photo, the first of the bunch, was revealed that showed where he was. And he is at Eddie Munson's grave. Now at peace, it says on his grave. And also on his gravestone, vandalism that said, "Burn, my assumption would be in hell," was also on that grave. We just couldn't see it in the frame. And it looks like, the people of Hawkins still are like, screw this cultist freak.
If there is still if there's a 2-year time jump and people are still defiling Eddie's grave, I'm going to shoot myself in the head.
Yeah, I mean, or no one ever cleaned it up. It was like permanent and they just left it there because it looked like it had faded.
I can't.
So it's kind of hard to say, but
That's actually so ironic because for the school, they had to clean up so much vandalism on the walls of the school because people started writing on the bricks as like a fucking memoriam to Eddie.
Mm-hmm. You're saying in real life, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
in real life. Like, so they definitely had to like paint over the brick or something or like scrub it off.
Mm-hmm.
So it's so funny, but they were vandalizing it in a positive way for Eddie. They're like, "Rest in peace to our king, Eddie Munson." It's so funny. Sometimes I'll just sit and think about what the fuck happened with Eddie Munson, not in the show, in real life. Like how that character was received,
Yep.
both positively and negatively. And it's like, it's just crazy. Like we haven't seen a character like Eddie Munson resonate with so many people in so long.
Just in media in general.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like being used on big screens at concerts.
That was crazy.
Metallica wearing Hellfire Club shirts.
Yeah.
Fucking Metallica. So many people dressing up as him. Got so big to the point where annoying people were like, "Fuck Eddie Munson, we hate Eddie Munson."
Well, I heard this recently in a conversation I was listening to a conversation, and some people were talking about how it's a weird thing where like anytime a movie's popular, like people will love it when it comes out, and then a few months after, there's a crowd that will inevitably be like, "Oh, it's not actually good. It stinks." Blah blah blah. Well, I think that happened with the character of Eddie because I don't remember about 2-3 weeks, you know, to me, I would say the entire gap between Volume 1 and Volume 2, I didn't see anyone bad-mouthing Eddie. It wasn't until about fall.
It wasn't
of
until he died.
2022.
It wasn't until he died.
Well, once he died, and then the Stranger Things buzz died just ever so slightly in terms of everyone talking about it online, because you and I still were, and a lot of people still were. But that's when people started to be like, ooh, Eddie's cringe. Eddie's annoying. Eddie's cringe.
It's so funny you say that because I know certain people that, like, for example, No Way Home came out.
Yeah.
Loved No Way Home.
Yeah.
Raved about No Way Home.
Mm-hmm.
It's been 2 years since No Way Home, 3 years since No Way Home.
Two.
Now all of a sudden, No Way Home's not a good Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
Same exact thing with Eddie. I'll also catch them like bad mouthing Eddie, being like,
That's people.
Not Eddie,
People gonna people.
not Eddie fans. And I'm like,
Yeah.
really? Because I know you own a Hellfire Club shirt. So what's that about?
Damn. Now I want to do a sidebar real quick.
Yeah.
We'll come right back to Stranger Things. I am in the camp adore Spider-Man No Way Home. It's my favorite Spider-Man movie. I had it like number 2 in my MC ranking. I think it's like 6 or 7 now. So it's or 5. It's like fallen a bit for me, but it's still like a 5 out of 5 movie in my mind. I'm just more able. I'm now that some time has passed, and you know you rewatch it and you think about it. I am more willing to acknowledge certain flaws and issues I might have with the movie.
Yeah.
But I still love it. I do not hate it. People hate that movie now.
I also don't think there's as many flaws as people try to make out
No, yeah, fair.
for there to be.
No, but in terms of Eddie, it's I think the turning on Eddie is kind of, what's the word I'm looking for?
It's
reminiscent of the turning on Stranger Things that happens every time a new season drops, because people will be like, should have ended after season 2. Everything after season 2 stinks.
Yeah.
And then they'll hop on the train and watch it, and everyone will love it. And then no one will be talking about it, you know, for a month or 2 on social media. And people will be like, oh, I'm done with Stranger Things. And then this complaint comes up, which is the dumbest cop-out complaint I've ever heard. We got to wait 3 more years for a season. No one's going to give a shit anymore. That complaint is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
There's no difference. Like, and I've said this a million times. Stranger Things, it's not your network sitcom where you can film it, edit it, and have it all up in a month.
So much CGI has
The
to
amount
go
of
into it.
post-production and the scale. It's cinematic in and of itself. It's no different to me than waiting 3 to 4 years for the next movie in theaters. Society, and we've had this conversation on the podcast
It's
before.
also not going to take 3 years to get Stranger Things 5.
It isn't. Society has become spoiled by streaming.
Yeah.
You agree, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
of
that's
course.
that's all there is to it. There was a period in time where we would have to wait years between movie sequels. The Dark Knight trilogy, for example, 2005, 2008, 2012, 3, 3, 4. Excuse me, sorry. People aren't out here bitching about it.
Yeah.
They weren't, and now it's just, that's the thing. Oh, the kids are going to look like they're 50. That's another thing that irritates the crap out of me.
First
Finn
of all,
Wolfhard
no,
is
they're not.
21 right now.
Yeah.
We just rewatched Back to the Future last night. Do you know how old Michael J. Fox was in that movie?
Like almost 30.
Almost 30. Do you know how old Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield were when they played Spider-Man?
Andrew Garfield was older than Tobey Maguire
Late
was.
20s, almost 30. These kids are not, they're barely even 20.
Yeah.
And they act like makeup doesn't exist. And I'm sick of people using that and the damn time between seasons to try and bring down one of the greatest shows of all time. It gets me fired up.
You know what's-
Because it's a loser mentality to have. Critique the show and then we'll talk. But to come after kids because they're aging, oh my God, a 21-year-old's playing a 17-year-old, oh my God. What are you doing with your life, you loser?
You know what's also so funny about that?
Got me
is
fired up.
Sometimes on TikTok, I'll see like home videos
Yeah.
of schools in the 80s, and it's like people like, you know, videos of like classrooms and
Yeah.
students in classrooms, students in the gym room, students in the hallway, and they all look old as fuck.
Yeah.
They all look like they're 30 in the 80s. Like, people just fucking aged more back then. If I look at photos of my mom from the 80s, she looks old as fuck. No offense to my mom, not in a bad way. I don't mean it like that. I just mean like she looks like she's 25 as probably a 16, 17-year-old in high school. I've seen photos of my mom as a cheerleader. She looks old. She doesn't look like I
Well-
did when I was 16.
This whole thing just comes back to people picking and choosing what they want to complain about. No one ever, people who are like diehard Raimi trilogy fans, I'm one of them, but they're never out here like, Toby was way too old in the third movie to be playing Spider-Man. No one says that, but you want to use age, you only use age to bring something down. The same applies to sports. If a quarterback is 24, 25 in college, oh my God, Stetson Bennett, dude's in retirement home. There's another quarterback named Hendon Hooker who's actually older than Stetson Bennett, or within 3 months of him, and no one brings up his age, you know? So it's just you pick and choose based on what is popular to hate on, and you use the age argument to bring it down. You never use age as a positive thing. I myself think that them being a little bit older is going to make it better because they're more seasoned actors. Could you imagine if they were actually their age playing the character each season? No.
And it's funny because this isn't even just a Stranger Things thing. Walker Scobell just turned 15. 15. 1-5. And I have actually a solution as to why everyone reacts so crazy when child actors are aging. When Walker was turning 15, everyone on my Twitter timeline was like, oh my God, Walker's 15. Because Percy in the second book is 14 technically. So everyone's like, oh my God, he's going to age so much. And especially because Walker's gone through a growth spurt. Like you can literally see it throughout season 1. Like in the filming, he like grows like 6 inches. And he's 5'7". He's taller than me. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
But so he just turned 15. Everyone was freaking out about it. And I was like, 15 is a baby. That's a baby boy. What do you mean? That's a child. Why is everyone freaking out? Like, it's not, the shows can get renewed. They've already been writing season 2.
Yeah.
Like, they're just waiting for Disney to give them the green light, and then they're going to go ahead and start filming it.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay. It's okay if when we get to season 5 of Percy Jackson, if they're older than they are in the book. It's okay if they're not 17. That's all right.
People are so annoying.
Because they started at the age of Percy Jackson. The difference between the show and the movie, they just casted a 17, 18-year-old versus they casted a 12-year-old and just people age.
Yeah.
And I realized, you know what I realized? Why are people always freaking out about Walker turning 15, about the Stranger Things kids getting into their 20s?
Why?
It's because most people on the internet, especially people that are within like fandoms or people that have fan accounts, they are 15, 16, 17.
I guess, yeah.
So to them, when Gaten Matarazzo turns 21, he's way older than them. They saw Gaten as a baby, like as a child on the show, and now Gaten's 21, and that number scares them because they themselves are 16, 17. They're like, oh my God, he's so old. Hey, no, he's not. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. And like the weirdest thing to me is like people will be like, and this is just funny. People will be like, Caleb McLaughlin has a full beard. He's a grown man. I'm like,
he will shave.
There was Sholo, and for example, to show you the difference, no one talks about how the Cobra Kai cast is significantly older than the Stranger Things cast, and they're probably playing younger.
Yeah, they're playing around the
saying?
same ages. Yeah,
like Sholo on his podcast was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have to shave daily for 6 months." Like, Sholo does not look like he is in high school.
No, how old?
No
is
one's
Sholo?
out here bitching about it.
How old is Sholo?
I think he's like 22.
Oh yeah, he's younger than us. Yeah.
But no, the thing I wanted to say, yeah, he's 22.
But like, I literally tweeted about it. I was like, why is everyone freaking out over Walker turning 15? That he's still so young. And someone was like, I think it's weird. It's weird to me because now he's my age. I was like, first of all, why the fuck are you on Twitter? Which is just crazy.
But no, I wanted to say that we knew, dude, I'm not going to name drop him. There was this dude in our middle school who had like a full ass beard in like 7th grade.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but you can tell me later.
I think his name was Nick. Last name started with a Z. I don't want to name drop this dude if he ever finds this, but you should know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, he lives in this neighborhood.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, he had a full ass beard and he
Lots
was 13.
of people did. There were like a couple people that had like,
yeah, exactly.
like obviously really patchy because we're like middle school, early high school. But like I knew lots of guys that had like super patchy.
No, and even in high school, people had full beards.
I'm sorry, personally, I developed so early in middle school, like way earlier than a lot of other people. And it was like, you know, obviously an awkward thing to go through with gym class and whatnot. But in terms of equating that to like girls growing up fast in a show, like girls get older faster than boys. We don't have facial hair to show it, but we do. Take my neighbors, for example. I have 2 twin neighbors. One's a boy and one's a girl. The girl looks way older than the boy. She always has.
Yeah. So in conclusion, I think it's weird, this obsession that people have, especially on like Twitter and online. And then like people try and make it a joke. It's just not funny to me at all. They don't land where it's like, oh, when the next season comes out, the Stranger Things kids are going to be 50 years old. It's like they're going to be like, first of all, when they're filming it right now, they're all 21. I think the oldest is 22.
It's also like just a weird obsession with, why are you like, you're weirdly obsessed with childhood actors aging.
Why does it matter?
Why are you so obsessed with keeping them at a young age?
Yeah,
Let them grow.
Yeah.
It's okay. Relax and breathe.
I promise you also that when Stranger Things is 15, 20 years old, right? And you
No one's
show
gonna
this
care.
show to someone for the first time, they're not going to say a damn thing. Oh my God, they look so much older. First of all, there are built-in time jumps between most of the seasons, but also it's like, it would make sense. Go watch the Harry Potter movies. They look older in each film.
Oh, yeah. By the time, like, they're in...
Now, they did that where it's like every year they film one, so they're aging with the movies. But
yeah,
still,
but they're still older.
by the 8th movie,
By the 8th movie,
Radcliffe
they're
looks like a grown man.
Yeah, he's like in the I think in the movie verse he's like 18, but he's 22 when they film it. So it was like every year and a half. So like his age increased by a little bit every time. But like it's also, I think a lot of people get super dramatic about it when it comes to like pictures off of Ross Duffer's phone or pictures from like paparazzi, because there's no color grading, there's no universe in those photos. Like, you're just taking a photo on an iPhone. There's nothing magical added to it. But when you see them in Stranger Things with the color grading, with the environment fully around them, you're immersed into the show. It's not even makeup. It's just like the immersion of it in the show. You're not going to notice how old they are. Like, yeah, does Gaten Matarazzo look old in that photo that Ross Duffer posted of him going like that? Yes.
The oldest he's looked in the role, yeah.
Yes, obviously, because Gaten is growing up. But when he's in the show, he's still gonna look fine.
If someone in the world out there, I don't even care if this upsets someone. If someone out there is watching Stranger Things season 5 and they're like, I can't, like, it could be the coolest thing ever. They're like, I can't get into it just because they look too old. If you're that kind of person, fuck you.
You don't need to watch the show. If you can't,
You shouldn't watch movies and TV shows.
suspend your belief
that
of
is an
reality.
issue.
This is the thing. If you can suspend your belief of reality to believe in the monsters of Stranger Things and the upside down and everything supernatural that's happening within the show, suspend your belief of reality to think that they're younger than they look.
Where are the complaints with Jamie Campbell Bower's age when he is playing 01, like in the lab? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He's way older than whatever age he was playing. And one more thing that no one ever talks about, and this is the weird obsession with child age actors. I don't know what it is, and it's creepy. No one said shit about Joe Keery's age. The man's about to be 30 if he's not already.
No, and
Natalia Dyer's just turned 29.
that's also why it works.
Why is anyone saying anything about that?
That's why it works just fine, because
That's all I'm saying.
Sadie Sink is probably playing Sadie Sink is the age that the character of Robin is supposed to be, right? So people are like freaking out about it. But the thing is if you put Sadie Sink next to Maya Hawke right now, they're going to look their respective ages, like the ratio of them. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Max to Robin is as Sadie is to Maya Hawke. So it's fine. It's not like they're surrounding 22-year-olds that are supposed to be playing 17-year-olds and then surrounding them by other 22-year-olds that are supposed to be playing 22-year-olds. That's different.
Correct.
But also, hey, you really don't look all that different between senior year of high school and like sophomore year of college. You don't look that different.
Not really.
I could put 2 side-by-side photos of myself and I look just about the same, except maybe my hair was parted to the side in high school.
Yeah.
Like, not much changes.
Nope. Not at all. So
So
it's just irritating that society gets so
a
hell
weird
bent on it.
obsession. It's a weird obsession.
And it's weird how they pick and choose what to apply it to, and it's mainly Stranger Things.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if people, to each their own, but if someone's out here claiming to be, a Stranger Things fan, and they're like, oh yeah, I just can't get so excited because we just don't, we have to wait so long. It's like, you need to, I don't know.
Get into other things.
I don't know.
Like, are you just sitting around 24/7 waiting for it? That's weird.
It's just
Get
a
into
bitchy
other
mindset
shows.
to me.
Get
Sorry.
into other shows. It's okay. You can watch other things while you wait.
It's very annoying. It's been, in May, it'll have been 2 years since Stranger Things 4 Volume 1. That's how fast it went by.
Yeah, that's so fast. Whoa.
And we're going to get it I'm going to say this out loud. Ready? We are going to get Stranger Things 5 next year.
Yeah.
Next year. And people are acting like we've had to wait a decade through like 2 presidential cycles. It's like, calm down.
People are acting like...
God.
And it's so funny because compare it to like, what's a movie that got pushed back to 2025 that everyone's really excited for?
Batman Part 2.
No one's acting like it's a big deal to wait for that movie. People just, you're right.
Yeah.
It's been ruined by streaming services. People have a
Correct.
different expectation
Correct.
when it comes to waiting for movies versus waiting for TV shows. When the show in question has the same like production quality of a movie. Stranger Things has the production quality of a movie.
Correct.
Arguably more because there's like 8 hour-long episodes versus a 3 hour long movie. That's more time and footage to edit. So arguably the production quality is higher. Like there's more time that has to go into it.
I can't stand the Avatar movies. The
Fuck
first one came out, I think,
I've never seen them.
It was either 09 or 2010, Cam.
I do not
We didn't get a
aspire.
sequel until the end of 2022. And everyone, including me, was like, oh, no one's going to care. It's like the third highest grossing movie of all time.
Really?
So to sit here and tell me, yeah, I know, it's fucking weird. But to sit here and tell me that people aren't going to show up for something when it's that high quality, to the people who like it, get out of town.
Yeah. I also have
all
an
I'm
issue
saying
with
about
people that don't like Stranger Things. They're not into Stranger Things. That's more than fine. If it's not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea. But I think people are weird on the internet trying to like make fun of people or bring down people who do like Stranger
Oh,
Things.
yeah, they're the worst people ever.
Breaking Bad fans.
A lot of them, unfortunately, yeah.
Oh, your favorite show is Stranger Things? Oh, your show sucks.
Yeah, it's usually insecure, prepubescent men.
Try watching
Boys.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, it's just annoying when people, yeah.
When did House of the Dragon come out?
It's the same crowd who shits on Cobra Kai.
When did House of the Dragon come out? First season?
House of the Dragon season 1, that was
2021?
22.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2 years for that.
Yeah. It's going to come out, and it's a 2-year gap. So
Yeah.
a lot of shows, Cam, even The Last of Us, it's going to be a 2-year wait. So the fact that we're going to have to wait close to 3 for Stranger Things, but the quality we're getting,
It's also
I'm
the
fine.
final season. Like,
Yeah, like,
I would want them to
Do
take their
people
time.
out there who are like, it's such a long wait, do you want them to rush this shit out and give you a dog shit final season?
They can do that. Ask Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Ask D&D. Where are they at right now? Pretty sure they got fired from Star Wars and every other piece of shit project they were going to do.
Is that the name of the writers?
Dan and Dave, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Sorry, I just got angry talking about them.
Breathe.
But no, yeah, that was kind of good.
You
want
to talk about a show that takes way too fucking long to come out when it doesn't need to? Let's talk about Bridgerton. I need them to get their shit together. Listen, season 3 doesn't come out till May. Why are we not already filming season 4? What's up? Get their asses on set right now.
Yeah.
They need to, because first one came out during COVID 2020. Second season didn't come out until 2022, March of 2022. Why are you taking so long to film a show that really doesn't have any CGI? At least not when the actors are on screen. There's CGI shots of the ton, if you will. CGI shots. No, it's more green screen when they're on horses.
I have no clue about that one, Cam. I don't know what the deal is there, but
If they don't get Luke Thompson on set before he decides to stop playing Benedict Bridgerton, we're going to have words, Shonda, Julia Quinn. You're going to have to hide. And I mean it, and that is a threat.
yeah, so in conclusion,
Have patience.
yeah, we like the Batman came out in March of 22. We will not have a new Batman film by March of 25, so that's an over 3-year wait. We can do it.
In conclusion, to quote Cinderella 2015, have patience and be kind.
Yeah.
The internet's a fucking annoying ass place. I can't stand it sometimes.
Yeah, it's wild. That being said,
That being said,
we have our next con officially lined up.
yeah.
We talked about it recently, but a lot of exciting things are happening at this con. This is MegaCon, February 1st through February 4th. Myself and Cam will be there all 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
And it was recently announced that some legends will be attending, and we are going to meet them.
Yes.
1.21 gigawatts. Great Scott. Back to the Future.
Damn.
The cast.
Damn.
The cast of Back to the Future will be there.
Oh my
Michael
God,
J.
they
Fox,
found me.
Christopher Lloyd.
I don't know how, but they found me.
Run for it, party!
We watched Back to the Future last night, by the way.
Yeah, that's why we're quoting it. No, yeah. So I'm gonna get Funko Pops signed by Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd,
Very exciting.
which is very. I mean,
So it's like, but
big
literally,
Big deal.
I would say Chris's 2 favorite, like more niche sort of fandoms. So not an overarching sort of like Marvel or Star Wars fandom. His 2 favorite fandoms, I'd say, are Indiana Jones and Back to the Future.
Yeah. You mean like ones that aren't like the mega main ones?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like not big ones. In
Still
case
have
you
a huge
guys
following, but
didn't
yeah.
put 2 and 2 together, Chris loves the 80s.
This is true. Yeah.
If a project
guess I
doesn't,
do.
if a project doesn't take place in the 80s, bleh.
I mean,
Period pieces, bleh. Period pieces if it's in the 80s, good.
yeah. I mean, Back to the Future Part 3, Western.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, it's 1885. That's a period piece, right?
Yeah.
No, yeah. So we're meeting Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd. I'll get some Funko Pop signed by him. I'll vlog the whole thing. Gaten and Finn will be there.
Yes.
talking about Stranger Things, we're meeting Gaten, Matarazzo, and Finn Wolfhard.
Joseph Quinn was supposed to be there.
Mm-hmm.
He just canceled like yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Because he's got a project.
He's got a project he has to finish
I think
filming.
It's BS.
Guys, he literally, I know his projects. I don't think he's filming anything.
Stranger Things Season 5.
That's what I'm saying.
And it's a decoy to have Gaten and Finn at MegaCon.
That's what I'm saying.
And then Grace Van Dyne just got announced too.
I love her. Honestly, she might just be walking around. If she's at her table and there's no line, I'll say hi to her.
Yeah. So there's a lot.
Yeah.
These are people we're not meeting that I'm about to name, but Tom Hiddleston, Ewan McGregor, Hayden Christensen.
Huge.
The cast of Entourage at their first ever con. You've got Star Trek people. You've got the cast of The Princess Bride. Why does Siri keep going off? I'm not saying Siri.
I don't know. Why do you have your Siri voice on is the real question.
I don't know. Enough of her. Or whatever it is.
Who else?
Lots of people.
There's still some getting announced. They're waiting. They're going to announce some Oscar winners.
Supposedly.
I think Brie Larson.
I think we got to have QA Kwan. If QA Kwan comes, I will get him to sign my short round Funko Pop.
Of course.
Because Dr. Jones, I love him.
Dr. Jones.
No, yeah. So MegaCon's loaded this year, and
It's gonna be so crowded. We're actually going all 4 days. Last year we only went one
to
day.
Friday, I want to say.
Yeah.
I think it was Friday because I remember it was like tomorrow's gonna be packed as shit.
Yeah.
So we went on Friday, but that was fun. It's a humongous con.
Yeah.
So yes, but exciting things are coming too. Not just us going to things, but a Stranger Things panel is going down with myself, with Cam, with some other familiar faces you might recognize from the YouTube space, and we're doing a Stranger Things panel.
Chris is hosting a Stranger Things panel.
I am. You guys can come attend that. We will be talking Stranger Things Season 5 theories.
Will it be live streamed to your channel as well?
I believe. We'll have more of the official details soon, but I believe it will be live streamed, if not recorded to be uploaded on my video at a later date.
On my
but
video.
I will also be on some panels with some folks who you definitely know. All this information is coming very soon, like the details, the dates, the time, all that. It's free to attend. If you just are at MegaCon, it's free to go to. But we're talking Stranger Things 5 theories at this panel, and it's going to be electric. I'm ready. I'm excited because we talk about them all the time on here. I talk about them on my channel and stuff, but to do it live with actual fans in front of us, and it's becoming a community thing where you guys also get to have your input, it's going to be a lot of fun.
I wonder if like we're gonna encounter anybody at MegaCon who like knows who we are or even listens to the podcast. That'd be crazy to meet somebody who listens to the podcast.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I would say someone at MegaCon will probably know of us. That happened at last year's MegaCon.
Yeah, I got recognized by
Just
a few
the odds
people.
of that happening, I feel, are high because I'm going to be promoting the panel, and so I would assume someone would be like, "Oh, I want to attend that." But I don't know. I don't even like talking about myself. I feel disgusted with myself doing it now.
Wow.
So
Whoa.
I do not enjoy talking about myself.
Chris has really bad imposter syndrome, you guys. Do you know what that is?
I guess.
Sweet Chris.
Do you want to open that can of worms right now?
No, not at all. But yeah, we're going to MegaCon. Very exciting.
Yes. It's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. And
I'm so sad Joseph Quinn's not going to be there because he looks so good right now. He's
it's
at a
too bad
con.
you've never met him before. Or
I
anything.
know, but
Awful, really.
you can always meet him again.
You could meet him before Fantastic Four.
Oh my God.
What if? Do you think he would sign a Johnny Storm Funko? I doubt it. He'd be like, well, I can't
sign this.
Yeah.
I legally actually am not allowed to sign this right now. So.
Yeah. I wonder if he would sign like a Gladiator to like fan poster. He probably would. Who's to say? But no, I think it's going to be a lot of fun, MegaCon this year. I'll have a lot more details about that panel and stuff soon. But I can't wait to actually add to the autograph Funko collection. It's my thing now. Last year, it became my thing. I got, and this is going to open the door to another conversation. We're going to give 5 celebrities that we want to get autographs from eventually.
Okay.
Yeah. Within the realm of like possibility, not
Yeah.
like someone like Robert Downey Jr. That's really never going to happen.
Okay.
Like at a convention.
Gotcha.
Okay. So my autograph collection started, my Funko collection started last year in February at Atlanta Comic Con. I got Zabka and Machio, and I got
all the
Giancarlo
Hobbits.
Esposito. She got all the Hobbits. Then later that year, I got John Bernthal on the Punisher Funko Pop, and later that year, I got Tyler Posey on Scott McCall.
I
So I have 5 autograph pops. You have 6, right?
I have All the Hobbits. That's 4. I have Charlie Cox and I have Joseph Quinn. So that's 6. That's 6.
Yeah, and I'll be adding 4. Finn, Gaten, and then Doc and Marty.
Finn and Gaten are ours.
They're ours, but,
Collectively,
they
yeah.
might stay at my place. Or I'll just
If
buy...
you're taking them out of my thing, you got to replace.
Dustin's at my house. The thinking cap Dustin is at my house.
Mike's right there.
Yeah, I'll literally go out of my way to buy Mike if you're going to be that way.
No, I just need something to...
I'm just kidding. That really offended you, didn't it?
I just need something to replace the hole in the stack.
I have...
You have all the extra
I
Stranger Things
have
Funko
Vecna.
Pops.
Yeah, I have Vecna.
I'll take them.
Okay. Like 01.
Yeah, I just need something to fill the hole. Ew.
Would you rather me do that or talk through my...
I'd rather you not have gastrointestinal issues.
You said that like 5 times lately, that word. Where'd you hear it recently?
I can't tell you. I'll tell you later, though.
Okay. Okay, fine. That's funny. Anyway, Gaten, Finn. Now let's do this thing. 5...
I got you already. I'm
5
ready.
celebs within the realm of possibility. Autograph. Go.
I would like to meet Andrew Garfield, and I would obviously have him sign a Spider-Man Funko Pop.
Now, for those at home going like, Andrew's not the realm of possibility. He was at a convention in July.
Oh, yeah.
It's a rarity, but it happens.
He went.
You would get him to sign a TASM Funko?
Absolutely.
Would you get him to sign like
I would have
the
to
one
buy.
from No Way Home? Like the singular one from No Way Home?
I would probably
That one?
take yours that you have of him holding the mask in his mouth.
Ooh.
I would take it from you.
You'd have to replace it.
No.
You'd have to replace the hole.
You don't have a stack.
You'd have to replace the hole.
You don't have a stack.
It's in a sack. It's at the top of the stack.
The stack against the wall in your room.
I have all 3 unmasked, and you have the 3 masked.
Yeah. But that came in a 3-pack.
Yeah, I guess so.
Or I would shell out and I would buy an old TASM Pop.
That would be cooler. The unmasked one would be cooler because that's the moment.
His face,
now.
yeah.
That's number 1.
Andrew Garfield.
Number 2.
Sebastian Stan.
Okay.
I would
That's in
have
the
him
realm of
sign my Winter Soldier Funko Pop from the Winter Soldier movie. That's right over there. That's my baby. With the mask on and the goggles on.
Yeah.
I would meet Haley Steinfeld, and I would
What
have
would you get her
her
to
sign a Kate Bishop Funko Pop and also Gwen Stacy Funko Pop because I can.
Would you get her to sign Gwen from ATSV or ITSV? I just wanted to be annoying.
Probably Across the Spider-Verse. I
Yep.
would probably have her sign the Marvel Collector's Corps one.
Unmasked?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I like.
I'm pretty sure you got that pop like in like the beginning of 22 at Atlanta Comic Con.
I did.
We went with Emma.
Baby, I was ahead of the game.
Because and then the movie didn't come out that year. It got delayed, remember? Mm-hmm. Good God, that's crazy. So you have Haley, Andrew, and Sebastian.
I would say Emma Stone, but I would not consider her in the realm of possibility.
I wouldn't either. She hasn't gone to a con really.
No. She's a movie star. I would meet. I don't know. Can I consider Daniel Radcliffe in the realm of possibility? I think he'll do cons eventually. Honestly, I think he will.
Sure. Would you really want to meet him?
Of course I would. Come
Why
on
not?
now.
Right?
I mean, I'm like looking around at all my Funko Pops. I don't really have many Funko Pops that would be considered in the realm of possibility.
Would you want to meet anyone from Thrones? Anyone from Stranger Things? Sadie Sink.
Oh,
She's
I'm
in the
not.
realm.
I'm not counting Stranger Things.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm gonna throw a curveball out there. I also don't think he's realm of possibility, but I'm gonna say it anyways, and you'll appreciate it. I would want to meet Danny DeVito, and I would have him sign my Phil Funko Pop from Hercules.
That's funny. That's
Yeah.
incredible, actually. Good picks. I would say for me, and I can include Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Number 1 would be Joe Carey,
Very good.
and I would get him to sign
My Funko Pop.
Yeah, well, we'd get 3 autographs from Joe Carey. That
Yes.
pop, a Steve pop of my choosing, probably season 3, right?
Oh,
Like in
interesting.
Scoops Ahoy. That's just so iconic.
Yeah.
Even though the box is kind of...
There is a Scoops Ahoy Funko Pop that's in a season 2 box because it's from a special con before season 3 came out.
Ooh.
It's the one that's like expensive,
Yeah.
but it's probably not expensive anymore because pop prices went down.
Yeah, if something weird happened in the app, at least. I don't know. I'd say I get Joe Carey to do that, and the Joe vinyl.
Yeah.
That's Joe Carey. I would get David Harbour, and I would get him to sign...
A Hellboy Funko Pop.
Good stuff. No, I'd actually get him to sign Gran Turismo on DVD. Not even Blu-ray. DVD.
That's so funny.
He would sign a Hopper Pop. Oh, what's the coolest Hopper
If we
Pop?
met David Harbour, I would have to get him to say that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Because they have so many Hellboy references. He would be the one that I'd have to get to say.
Are you going to try and mention that to Gaten?
I don't know. I don't want to weird him out.
Yeah. No, but I would say David Harbour, Joe Keery. This is tough for me now. Those are the two at the top of my Stranger Things wish list that we're not already getting. Because I'm getting my third favorite character. Like, Gaten Matarazzo, huge deal for me.
Huge deal.
Now, I have to keep it in the realm of possibility here, but I am going to throw one out at the end that's just a wild card.
What was that movie that Gaten was in? That he was the villain?
Yeah, it's I cannot tell you. It was a Paramount Plus movie, and it's with the girl from the New Mean Girls. It's called it starts with a P. It's like weird. It's a weird movie. Look that up. What about it?
I was just thinking about it.
To him?
I was just thinking about all the stuff that he's in.
Yeah, what's it called? Gaten.
Picture.
It's gonna bother me until I figure it out. If IMDb would load, I would tell you. It's not working.
Perfect something.
Oh, Honor Society.
Oh.
So I've got Joe Keery. I've got David Harbour. We're gonna venture out of Stranger Things now.
Okay.
We're gonna go into the world of. Ooh, that's tough. Honestly, I think I would love to get Ewan McGregor's autograph one day, just because I have to. It sucks that I even have to say this. He before that Obi-Wan show came out, and he still does mean the world to me. But you remember how Obi-Wan would be like, oh, Obi-Wan, Obi-Wan, Obi-Wan. It was all about Obi-Wan for me, and I still love him. That show, I just have to kind of erase from my memory. If I met him, I would get him to sign a Revenge of the Sith pop, and I would also want to meet Hayden one day. Those aren't on my list. But
if we were meeting Ewan McGregor at MegaCon, I would force you to watch Moulin Rouge before we went.
That's funny. But no, I'd say in terms of Cobra Kai, I want Mary Mauser badly. She's like one of my favorite characters, Sam LaRusso.
So I want Sam LaRusso. I kind of want to meet, what the fuck's his
Tanner?
name? Yeah.
Buchanan?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I need to meet him to see how short he is.
Fair enough. So no, right now I've got Daniel.
Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson.
You didn't say Daniel Sharman.
I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick.
I knew that something was off with
There's
your
no
list.
Funko Pop for Daniel Sharman to sign.
You could get him to sign the picture of you and him.
That's true. I tried. I almost got it, but I didn't.
Shout out to
Honorable mentions: Daniel Sharman, Jennifer Lawrence, Josh Hutcherson, Luke Thompson. Sorry,
Okay.
continue.
This is fun. Now we're just having these hypothetical what ifs. Crystal Reed would be dope.
I would be inconsolable if I met Luke Thompson. I said this to Jenna the other day.
Jesus
I'm going to say it
Christ.
here. Sorry, not to change the topic or anything. We'll go right back to your top 5 in a
Benedict
second.
Bridgerton.
I, at least once a week, think about how much I miss Joseph Quinn and Daniel Sharman. If I ever met Luke Thompson or Sebastian Stan, you would have to mute me everywhere on social media. You would have to leave me for a month. I would not shut up about it.
I bet. Oh man, that's funny.
All right, back to your top 5.
Yeah, so we've got Keery, we've got Harbour, we've got Mary Mauser, who's in there right now. I would say Ewan McGregor probably is in there. It's just super pricey, but
Money's not the issue right now.
McFly and I kind of had to shell out. I'm not going to say anything, but I did have to shell out. But it's like a once in a lifetime thing. It's a once in a lifetime thing. And then
I would say I think I have one for you. I have an idea for you.
from what fandom?
Game of Thrones. You don't want to meet Kit Harrington?
No, I would.
Yeah, I know you would.
I would love to meet him.
I know you would.
I love Kit Harrington. I'm kind of weird about it though. You know me because season 8.
He's
but
blushing.
It's I do love Kit Harrington. That would be up there. I would also say in a very hypothetical world
Jason Sudeikis.
where that'd be cool. Where everyone's happy in this encounter. It's pleasant. The ultimate dream, and I just wouldn't have the courage, is Harrison Ford to get him to sign an Indiana Jones pop. I would just be so scared to say anything to taint me to anything.
See, here's the thing. If we ever meet Harrison Ford, we're good 100% because I would say to him, first and foremost, that I love him in Age of Adeline. And I think that that's an incredible movie. And I just think he's fantastic in it. And I think that he would like that someone is acknowledging his lesser known work.
Fair.
So I think that would warm him up quite nice.
Mm-hmm. Harrison Ford.
And he loves Indiana
be
Jones.
amazing.
He loves Indiana
does.
Jones. I think if you walked up to him and said, "Oh my God, it's Han Solo," he'd be grumpy.
Yeah.
But I think if you walked up to him and you were like, "Indiana Jones is my favorite franchise of all time. I think you're incredible." He
Yeah.
would probably like it 10 times more.
He probably
because
would.
he so clearly likes Indiana Jones and he fucking hates Star Wars.
Yeah, it's kind of true. I'm just trying to see if I can get any inspiration here. Obviously, I want to get the Stranger Things cast to every single one of them eventually. But same with Cobra Kai. I'm on a mission right now.
Yes.
Actually. But no, Stranger Things and Cobra Kai are priority. Teen Wolf's cool.
Percy Jackson when we get those Funko Pops.
When they start going to cons, are you going to try and go?
Of course.
Yeah.
I would meet Walker and I'd be like, "We're mutuals on TikTok." He'd be like, "I know who you are." I've talked to him a little bit.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
That's really neat. But what's a fandom you want to, like,
Meet all of them.
break into in terms of autographs? Like, you just have got 0 autographs, and it's in the realm of possibility, meaning
Damn.
they're at cons. Like, for you, I feel like Vampire Diaries. There's usually cons with them, and you've gotten 0
I don't know
autographs.
if they have Funko Pops for Vampire Diaries.
Well, it doesn't have to be a Funko. It can be 8
Dude,
by 10s.
I
It can
fucking
be
love to
posters.
meet. I would love to meet the cast of Vampire Diaries.
Yeah. You've done a lot of
I
damage
need
for
to
Lord of the
meet-
Rings.
I have.
That's crazy.
that
Do
I
you know how
have.
crazy that is?
Mm-hmm.
That's
I do.
nuts.
That I do.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Especially all 4 of them at one con after 1 month of watching Lord of the Rings, mind you. We're like in line waiting to meet the hobbits. And like we're surrounded by people that have been like lifelong fans. People that have like a really, really, really special edition of like the books and signed progressively by cast members as they can find them, or people with like these really nice posters signed progressively as they can find cast members. So like we saw somebody that had who was Gandalf?
Ian McKellen?
That's what I was gonna say. Sir Ian McKellen?
Yes, sir.
Did I say?
Sir Ian McKellen.
Someone had his autograph, and I was like, damn. I was like, I watched the movies last month.
They're courageous for that. I went to a Teen Wolf con literally right after finishing Teen Wolf.
I feel like Teen Wolf and Lord of the Rings are a little bit different. A little bit of a different scale.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, autographs is like it's a very fun thing to get into.
Money aside,
Okay.
if there was one person that you've already met
Okay.
that you would continue to meet
Okay.
at every con you go to, who would it be?
Ooh.
I have 2. If I'm ever at a con and Billy Boyd is there, I will meet him 100%.
Yeah.
Same with Joseph Quinn.
Joseph Quinn?
Yep.
Okay. I've been thinking back on all my interactions I've had lately.
I think one for you is John Bernthal.
Bernthal is like,
Money aside, and you could just go and talk to him.
oh yeah,
Like you
yeah.
can go to his autograph table, put away the fact that you
Yeah.
have to pay for it.
That would be really cool. I also, I think it was really awesome to meet Sholo.
Yeah, he was fun.
Yeah, I've met Zapka twice.
Yeah.
He's cool because he wrote that quote on my thing.
What quote was it?
Light beer is for. Do you want me to say it? I'll say it. Light beer is for pussies.
Pussies.
I hate saying that sometimes, but it was funny, and he was like chill about it.
Yeah.
He was like, "I'll put a dash so the kids might not know what it is." But he was like, "Yeah, I got you." He was cool, and Ralph Macchio as well. I would love to actually, if I meet Ralph again, I'm gonna get him to sign my book. How is
You're
that
so funny.
How is that goofy to you? I'll be like, "You inspired me to read the book. It was
You inspired me to
fantastic."
read the only book I've ever read. Thank you, Ralph Macchio.
Yeah, or I'd get the 4K set of the films and get him to sign that.
I feel like we saw somebody with that in line.
Yeah, I am ready. It's almost like it's con season because guess what? We're going to Atlanta Comic Con the week after.
Yeah. Really great time for me to be a victim of internet fraud and get my money stolen out from under me.
I'm sorry.
Really good time for all that to happen.
It's a bummer.
I should be getting a call from my bank, though, within 5 to 10 business days. So,
Yeah, sweet, proud.
thank you.
It's gonna be a busy 2 weeks, and it's
Yeah.
gonna be capped off by Super Bowl Sunday,
It's going to be
where
busy
we're getting a
for
Deadpool
me.
3 trailer. So I'm
Really?
ready. Super Bowl Deadpool 3. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Like 100%? You're not making that up?
RPK has said it multiple times, and multiple outlets have said that's gonna be when we see it now.
I'm mad at Daniel RPK.
That's less than a month. We're getting Deadpool 3.
Do you want to know why I'm mad at Daniel RPK?
No, I don't really care.
Because he keeps continuing to be the bearer of bad news for the Thunderbolts movie, and it's pissing me off.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't care how much insider info you get. Stop telling us. Stop it. Stop. I'm also mad at him because he tweeted saw Steven Yeun try on his what's the name of the
Sentry.
His Sentry costume, one of the best live action costumes we've ever seen. And then the next day, he posts in his Discord, Daniel RPK.
Yeah.
He's like, news about Thunderbolts coming later today. And the news later that day, so like 24 hours after he tweeted that, Steven Yeun has dropped out of Thunderbolts. Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Who knows? Shit happens.
Yeah, we're leaving for MegaCon on the 31st of January. I'm gonna have to like speed run all my Percy Jackson TikToks so that I have Percy Jackson TikToks to post the week after the finale, because I can't film them when we get back from MegaCon because TikTok moves on so fast from shit. The hype will die down.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, it's not that. It won't be that big of a deal. I think you can handle it.
Oh no, I'll be fine. Yeah. While I wait for the person who gets me the episode to get me the episode for my reaction, I'll film stuff.
Cool. But yeah, that's kind of going to do it for this episode. We have MegaCon to look forward to, lots of exciting things coming, and I look forward to all of it. And more details coming for the MegaCon Stranger Things panel.
Yes.
Hopefully, if you guys are there, you come attend and say hello. We'd love to meet you.
Yes.
I always say that, like, don't be intimidated.
Yeah, especially for me.
We're not going to be like, get the fuck away from us.
I feel like I have to constantly say, like, don't be afraid to say hi to me. I've been told multiple times by multiple people. I have a very intimidating aura, if you will. All my friends were like, yeah, we were scared of you before we met you.
Jeez.
I think I have an intimidating aura, and also I do have an RBF. So if I'm not actively focused on something, my face does look like I'm probably angry. I promise I'm not. I'm very nice.
Yeah.
Tell him I'm nice.
You're nice. I'm going to close this one out today.
Yeah, please do. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got it.
Give him a change of pace.
Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button if you're on YouTube. Subscribe also for weekly episodes. Yeah. More info on MegaCon coming soon. If you're listening, thank you. It's a rarity, I feel like, but let us know you're listening by simply giving us a nice little review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that stuff. Our social medias are linked down below, but that's pretty much going to do it for this episode. Jenna
just asked me if I'm alive because I haven't talked to her at all today.
That's funny. We're filming, Jenna.
Shout out, Jenna.
And that should conclude this thing. But until next time, what are we doing?
Oh, stay unusual.
Yes, she.
Love you.